We have breaking news right now at 6. One man is dead after the home he was in caught fire. I'll tell you what police are saying.
More bear issues facing residents in one town. What just happened that has police there warning residents?
Also, internet safety is getting the attention of lawmakers on the federal level. We'll tell you the local push that's getting right now at 6.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Good morning. Thanks so much for starting off your day here with us at Fox 61, America Areas.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Good morning. Happy Tuesday on what seems to be Umbrella Week 2023. As we get over to meteorologist Matt Scott right now, some rain was coming down, at least in Hartford earlier.
Yeah, a couple downpours out there now. But listen, the rain doesn't last. We get a break, then a little sun maybe, and then the rain comes back, and then a little break.
Okay, well, at least we get some sun.
Yeah, just keep this up for the foreseeable future. We really don't see much in the way of changes. Another wave of morning rain. The sun-rain pattern will continue indefinitely, at least till the end of the week. We have a wet streak in the 7-day and then a warm streak, and we'll talk about it all coming up. Here's a live look at the Doppler, and again, you've got a couple of your dry. You got a couple of pockets of some decent rain, some downpours, nothing serious, and this is all moving southwest to northeast. So you've got, well, I say as an update, here's Plainville to New Britain. You've got some moderate rain pushing into Farmington, Newington next on the list. Let me take you over to Windham County. That's an impressive cell. Just off 395, Griswold, Sprague approaching Plainfield. So stand by for that. You may hear a rumble of thunder. I wouldn't rule that out. But this leaves, and then you get a break, and then more comes later on. And this is the pattern thanks to this upper level low that's just kind of sitting and spinning up over the Great Lakes and really not moving as fast as we'd like it to. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s, 52 in New Haven, 50 in Hartford right now. On the way, well, really? That's it? Yeah, temperatures aren't moving much today. So a little cooler than yesterday because I think there'll be a little less in the way of sun. Some of you got some decent sunshine yesterday, and that's the unsettledness of the pattern. We'll shake it out for you in the 7-day, tell you when to expect a much quieter scene. I think you're going to like the second half of the 7-day. We have that coming up. Let's go to traffic right now at 6:02. We say good morning. I get to say good morning for the first time to Lauren Zenzi. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Matt Scott. Good morning, everyone. We are following some breaking news out on the roadways. Let's bring you right out into the East Hartford Glastonbury area. Route 2, we're hearing that it was completely shut down for just a little while. It has since reopened. Only one lane is operating at this time. This is right near exit 5A, otherwise known as High Street. Fox 61's Lindsay Kane is actually stuck in this traffic right now. She was saying that she saw a white box truck, 8 or 9 police vehicles. When we called Connecticut State Police Troop H, they did not say that there was a crash. They said that there was an investigation going on. So as soon as we hear any more information about this, we'll be sure to bring it to you here on air, online, on our Fox 61 News app as well. But it is causing a huge backup at this point on that westbound side. So if you're able to go I-84, or if you can just avoid this route at all costs at this point, because we don't know the extent of what this investigation is. Of course, as soon as we hear anything, we'll keep you up to date here. We also have some road work going on in the Waterbury area, Southington, even the Cheshire area as well. Some heavier volume out in Waterbury as those lanes continue to reopen. Here in the capital city, I-84 east and westbound smooth sailing at this point. Taking a look at our Hartford drive times. Like I said, 91 and 84 looking good. Route 2, it's going to take you quite some time to get where you need to go. 20 miles an hour is probably being generous at this point. So as soon as we hear anything else about this investigation, we'll bring it to you here on air, online, but also right handy on that Fox 61 News app. Tim.
Hi, Lauren. Thank you. It is 6:04 right now. We got breaking news out of Bristol where one man is dead after a late night house fire. It happened just before 10 o'clock last night on Steel Road. Firefighters said they found the man in the basement of the home and they did get him out of the house, but he died at the scene. However, one person did get out of the home safely, and there's still no word yet on how the fire started.
Well, this morning, children's safety online is top of mind for lawmakers in Washington.
Fox 61's Brooke Griffin is joining us right here to talk more about the role that a lawmaker from our state is playing. Brooke, good morning.
Oh, good morning to you both. That discussion today focuses on the Kids Online Safety Act. Now, this piece of reintroduced legislation would hold tech companies accountable for their platforms and make safe spaces online for kids. Blumenthal has partnered with Tennessee Republican Marsha Blackburn and gained the bipartisan support of 20 other senators on this bill. Blumenthal tells us this bill aims to empower young people when it comes to social media and their online presence, including giving them the resources and tools they and their parents both need to protect themselves online. He says big tech companies are on the line and responsible for their actions as well, saying that the bill will hold them accountable for what is allowed on those platforms. Now, just last week, Blumenthal met with students to hear their concerns about social media. After hearing how many of them have been bullied and torn down on those platforms, he says he's even more passionate about making online spaces safer.
Now the bullying can follow you in a way that it couldn't before. We don't want to shut you out. We want to empower you to have more control.
This discussion today is happening at 10:30 this morning in Washington, D.C. It includes parents, students, lawmakers, advocates, and more. Now, Blumenthal told us last week that he believes this bill does have the potential to pass since it almost did last session. Now, we will be sitting in on that virtual session later today, and we're going to have more on that discussion for you later this evening. Tim and Erica, back to you.
Brooke, thank you. It is 6:06 in Avon. Police said a bear tried to break into a home on Deepwood Drive. They said the bear tried to get through a screen door. Thankfully, it couldn't, and it eventually made its way back into the woods before an officer arrived. But this home is only a 6-minute drive away from where a woman was attacked by a bear in Avon about a week and a half ago. A 74-year-old woman was walking her dog on Berkshire Crossing when she was attacked by a female bear. Thankfully, that woman only had minor injuries, and the bear was put down because it was so aggressive. Well, the state has some tips should you encounter a bear. First of all, get its attention. Be loud. Wave your arms, although do it from a safe distance. Don't feed bears either. Put bird feeders away and keep your trash cans closed. And lastly, please keep a close eye on your pets as well.
And then over in nearby Simsbury, residents are asking the town's planning commission some very serious questions about a proposed new apartment building. That building would be built on Hot Meadow Street and have 60 units. More than a quarter of them would be affordable housing. According to the Connecticut Department of Housing 2019 Affordable Housing Appeals List, Simsbury has nearly 5% affordable housing. A state law requires that every community in Connecticut would provide no less than 10% of total housing stock as affordable housing.
People fear change in a certain degree, but this is a project that has gone through the necessary process.
Let's not pretend that this is about affordable housing. This is about trying to maximize the most amount of money out of a certain space.
Well, the commission is expected to vote on whether to move forward on this proposal in its next meeting that is set for May 15th. All right, to Meriden now, where city lawmakers and residents are speaking out after the DUI arrest of city manager Tim Kuhn. Kuhn crashed his car while driving the wrong way. Last night, the city council held a vote and agreed to draft an agreement between the city and Kuhn, saying that he will take personal leave until Friday. He must complete the employee assistance program along with any treatments recommended to him. Some residents say that he should just step down, while others spoke out in his defense that he should keep his job.
As leaders, you are entrusted to be our representatives, the very best Meriden has to offer. And you must hold yourselves to a higher standard.
It's been a very positive working relationship. We may not always agree, but we always had principled discussions. So I certainly support any support that you can give him.
According to state police, Kuhn was driving the wrong way on Route 3 in Wethersfield last week and eventually entered Route 2 and crashed his car. Now, he wasn't hurt and no one else was either, but Kuhn is now facing several charges, including driving under the influence.
In New Haven, officials are trying to crack down on illegal dirt bike and ATV riders in the city. Mayor Justin Elliker said New Haven police are catching people illegally riding and even drag racing every single week. As a result, the city plans to invest in things like speed bumps and other technology to try to slow people down. And if they don't, then to catch them in the act.
The message here is don't do this activity in New Haven. If you've done it before and you haven't gotten caught, our goal is to catch you.
It takes a lot of officers. I mean, to do it safely, it's got to be over 10 officers, which is very personnel intensive.
That was Chief of Police Carl Jacobson, who said they also are using drones to follow and identify drivers. Those who are caught will face a $1,000 fine for the first offense and get their vehicles taken away. Meantime, lawmakers said they're introducing a bill to create a task force.
We need to do something. You know, we can't continue to let this go on because I know someone's going to eventually get hurt.
The bill being proposed would bring together state and local police focused solely on this issue in the greater Hartford area. Lawmakers say if it passes, the task force would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars.